just love the drama.
Biggest U-turn since winter fuel allowance.
Cut that.
Because loose lips sink ships.
And what the fans want is to stop teams being owned by madmen.
Listen, you're really making a mess here. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. We're getting really cross with you.
The sticky patch came when the rest of the team's sticky patch came, which was sort of January onwards.
Grumble, boobs joke, hot ones.
No, let me tell you, I don't have to look at this objectively at all.
The Wednesday week!
Put on your podcast! Hello and welcome to the Wednesday week, the Sheffield Wednesday podcast, the show where we try and make sense of the emotional rollercoaster that is supporting Sheffield Wednesday. And by make sense, I mean mostly just sitting here asking why do we do this to ourselves. I'm Dan Fudge. Oh no, that's right. As the only Sheffield Wednesday content creators with women's voices, we thought we would go one louder, or rather three louder. And joining me tonight for International Women's Day, we've got Izzy, Rachel and Hollie, another Hollie. How are you all? Izzy, good weekend?
Yeah, good, thank you. Went to the football, lost my voice, as you can hear. And then very, very relaxed Sunday, trying to recover.
Nice. Rachel, good day?
Yeah, good, thank you. Also went to Derby, went to a lovely chocolate brownie shop in the Derbyan, which has to be the worst named shopping centre in the country. Great game, and just got stuck on a train on the way home in the middle of Derby next to a pond. So that was normal away day, really.
Hollie, what did you get up to?
Didn't go to the game because live in London is a bit far. Had my friend's party where it was a theme of dressing up as random things. One of my friends went as Pitbull, so there was that.
I mean, I don't think that's a random thing. Every single party should have Pitbull. So if you couldn't be Pitbull, who were you? What were you as?
My theme was Christmas, so
right.
I was dressed in red and green.
Christmas Pitbull, or just Christmas?
Just Christmas.
Well, I went to Derby and then I thought I'll have a chilled out day playing football yesterday. And it was a bit dramatic, to be fair. There was a bit of an incident. The police were called. It turned out that a person was really enjoying the women's football from their car. So, yeah, on International Women's Day of all days, finally an advocate who really truly enjoys women's football.
Celebrating women. Yeah,
that's it. Exactly. Well, I mean, hang on, wait.
The rumour mill.
I will say allegedly enjoying the women's football. The police did not tell us what actually happened. I think they might have just been cleaning the gear stick for all I know. I was busy. So we all made the trip, or a few of us made the trip over to Pride Park. And I have to say my record there reads a lot like Wednesday's current form. I have been there 3 million times and I don't think I've seen us win there. So I wasn't very hopeful, I will say. Were any of you guys hoping for anything?
No.
I mean, to be fair, I just hope we get a shot on target. And that usually makes me slightly give us something to cheer about.
Yeah. So lineup wise, there weren't many, if any, changes. Oh, Pierce Charles came back in. Yeah. I think that was as expected because we'd sent everybody else away. So
yes, good job he came back in because otherwise we'd have been struggling. Yeah.
So getting into the game then, I actually thought, and this is after many weeks of expecting very, very little and getting worse than that, I thought we started really well. Would you agree, Izzy?
Yeah, definitely. We start well often, we just can't defend. And it comes back to bite us as we're going on.
There was a point probably 5 minutes in where I looked at you guys and I just went, what is going on? Like, we sound like a house on fire.
we had lots of possession and we were getting near the penalty box, but the final ball was
Well,
Those touches are not our strong point.
No. Well, I also had a chance. McNeil had a chance as well. I was really, really impressed with how we started, and then inevitably we had a shot. I mean, that's not inevitable. We missed. That was inevitable, and inevitably, Derby went up the other end and scored, which I have to say was against the run of play, but we had the defensive line of the shape of a dog's leg, so that probably didn't help. Rachel, what do you make of that Derby goal?
Right, okay, so I thought I'd be really professional, and I thought I'd take lots of notes because I knew it was going to be on the podcast. So I thought I'll do my research, and I never remember what happens, so I thought I'll write everything down. So I missed the goal because I was making a note. But thing was, the reason I missed the goal is because J-Lo just randomly took his shorts off in the middle of the pitch just before they scored. And A, I was just really confused, and B, I just thought, I need to make a note of that. That just seems quite noteworthy.
But you were the only person who saw this. I'm sure of this.
Come on, somebody on the comments. J-Lo did take his shorts off in the middle of the pitch for no particular reason.
It. I genuinely think that this is kind of weird fantasy world.
I was noting this, and then they scored.
Yeah, I mean, I got the message through, and I was like, it was 10 minutes in, I was like, what is going on?
Did that not make it to the highlights that you saw then, Hollie?
No, it didn't, unfortunately.
Right, fair enough. To be fair, it was I can't tell. Was it a good finish, or was it just that it was against us and that we made it really easy for him?
It was an amazing through ball, wasn't it? It was a great through ball.
Yeah, as soon as they'd gone through, you just knew. Go on, Izzy.
There was just no defence. I mean, the pass through was like a knife through butter again. And it was a decent finish, but Pierce Charles was clearly undecided as to whether to come out. Probably lack of match games. He didn't quite know whether to fully come out or not. And so he was a bit in no man's land. And our defenders were marking invisible players.
Yeah, I think it was Iorfa. It was kind of like, what are you doing there? There was no one there. It was too far away from players. And then I think Pierce Charles he came out way too much and obviously ultimately conceded.
I think this is something that I can't tell. With Liam Palmer a few weeks ago, I said that one of the reasons that he sometimes gets drawn out of position might be that he's trying too hard to do everything. And I can't tell if it's that or if it's that they don't trust each other or if it's lack of confidence from themselves. So they're kind of not committing either way.
They're doing some kind of zone defense like you do in basketball or other sports where you're marking space that people will run into, which doesn't quite work in football. Personally, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I'd rather pick a man. I do not let him
mark the player.
Yeah. I mean, they must be lacking in confidence as well, to be fair. But it was kind of a bit. You kind of then went, oh, right, here we go again. But actually, we responded really well. We went. Our goal came shortly after. I don't know whether Rachel saw this one or if she was still.
I did see this one. Yeah, this was a thing of beauty. This goal.
The brilliant thing about this goal was that there was a foul in the build up to it, and J-Lo literally stops the ball and he throws his arms up and he's shouting at the ref, and then so convincingly so that their player stops as well, and then he just drops his shoulder and goes past, flings the ball in. But a lot can be said for Jerry Yates' movement as well.
It was a great diving header. It was a great diving header, and you could see it was going in all the way. The fans were celebrating before it hit the net. It was such an amazing moment.
It was a great goal. We don't score goals like that. So I
No.
don't know who possessed them, but that was it. It was a cracking goal.
I think it might have helped that the entire defence had stopped at that point, but
Yeah, well, maybe that's a secret weapon. Convinced that something's happened. Look, an eagle, and then
it also wasn't a penalty. I don't think it would have been a bit soft, but
I mean, I rewatched it a few times because I was trying to obviously make notes for this, and I was like, "Oh, it's clearly a foul." Got my boyfriend to watch. He said he thinks it was a foul as well. But obviously, I think Yates said after the game he was quite lucky that he ended up scoring because I think otherwise he'd been quite unhappy with the referee. If it hadn't been.
oh yeah, we would have blamed that referee for us being relegated. Everything this season. The ref loves chancery. So yeah, we scored. Was there a point where you thought we'd change the script and that something might actually come out of this? Izzy, what did you think after that?
I mean, I thought we were playing well. I thought that, we're always vulnerable at the back. And I do think that is totally kryptonite. And we were attacking well, but our first touch, players seem to stop the ball dead while they're running with it, which means that the ball ends up behind them. Or J-Lo, he either hits the ball, it could knock himself out, it could knock someone else out, it could go out for a corner, it could be a goal. You just don't know what's gonna happen there, which can confuse the opposition, but it also leads to lack of shots on target.
We did have a couple of chances before, after our goal. Arthur had a header as well, and actually I thought Clark, their defender, was having a brilliant first half.
He did.
Relatively brilliant because it is still us. But I thought that their keeper didn't make a lot of saves, but because he was intercepting everything or cutting everything out, I thought he was playing really, really well. Which obviously he had to then pop up again to be the nightmare for us. I really thought we could hold out till half time, but inevitably we did not.
We did.
No. Hollie, talk us through the goal.
Oh, right, yeah. Just think about what happened. It was from the second goal was from a corner, wasn't it? It then sort of got passed back, they recycled it, and then just got in with a header, and that was it. It's just typical Wednesday fashion that we just concede again, and that's about it for my summary.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit another set piece goal, really, and I just don't know how do we. That should be something that if your players aren't good enough from play like throughout the match, then fair enough. But for set pieces, I feel like that is something you can actually work on. That should be something that is just your bread and butter in training. If somebody's better than you or they're faster than you in normal play, then you just go, oh, yeah, fair enough, that they've moved well there and stuff. But how do we go on, Ray?
I was going to say, Catherine's just put it in the chat, and I was going to say the same. I feel like every team's taller than us, and I feel like that's probably quite a big thing for set pieces. I don't think we were that bad.
No, but I think we're actually better now. We don't have a set piece coach, which is a bit worrying. But I think we're both better from set pieces that we take and defending without him. Worryingly.
That's true, actually, to be fair. So was there any other standout points that you can think of from the first half before we get into the second half?
Yeah, he's had a decent long range shot before they scored, but there wasn't. I think the game kind of just petered out a bit, didn't he? Palmer got booked, but nothing major.
Ingleson got booked.
Yeah, we probably were heading towards half time.
Yeah.
Let me concede
it. Yeah. So going in 2-1 at half time, did we think we were going to get back into it, or did we just think that's
no. Of course not.
Right, well, we'll get into the second half, and we'll be back in 1 sec.
Don't go anywhere too far. It's only time for the adverts.
So second half, I have to say, my memory of the second half is limited. So, and that might be because for most of it, we were all just doing the hula and dancing and looking at. I just the fans went a bit wild, but that's not true. To be fair, to get 0-0 out of a second half when normally we go to bits, we played pretty well. What was your thoughts on the second half, Izzy?
I remember very little other than a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, my voice disappearing. I got randomly angry at our inability to defend other than random spaces, but I think partly because I think that we played well, so we deserved something out of the match rather than us actually being capable of getting it. I thought that they'd worked hard enough to get a draw. The problem is that defending and scoring thing.
Yeah. Well, last 10 minutes, Pierce Charles made a really good save. And in that last 10 minutes, Liam Palmer was, whilst the defensive shape was still a bit of a dog's leg, Liam Palmer seemed to just be going all back and forth like a table football guy, just blocking it. He was absolutely insane. And that's the official term, table football guy, obviously. It felt, whilst I suppose we didn't trouble them too much, it felt harsh that we couldn't get something from it, because a couple of those defensive displays at the end deserved something. But
to be fair, did we? I don't even remember us having a decent chance in the second half. We didn't. I know it was all down the other end of the pitch, and like you probably just don't notice as much. But
I mean, I think if you take away our inability to score, we really deserved to get something out of the game.
Well, yeah, there is that. I suppose what we deserved is to not get hammered like we have done every single week. I think that was one of our best games this season.
Yeah.
And so I'll take that because we did. Go on, Izzy.
No, I'm just saying it was a weirdly enjoyable match.
It was. I expected nothing. And got nothing, admittedly. but you know, so yeah, the one thing that stood out throughout was the fans, which we'll come to in a minute. The fans were absolutely brilliant. But before we move on from the match, let's see what's happening in the comments. If we can get some comments up. Izzy's channeling her.
I feel like someone's got a camera watching me in these games.
if Izzy channels her out to Madonna, what happens?
No, we don't want to know. Don't ask. Craig Hayward says, regardless of opinion on Palmer, to be hitting 500 club appearances for this club is a fantastic achievement. That's one of those things that they say that doesn't happen anymore, does it, Hollie?
No, absolutely not. I mean, you know, I've always loved Liam Palmer. I think he's, you know, been a great servant to the club, and yeah, to have reached 500 club appearances is just, yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and I know he's sort of in and out, I suppose, of favour with the fans, but 500 appearances for the same club. Yeah. You see people and they say this is their 500th EFL appearance or whatever, but 500 for the same club is really remarkable. And we're kind of maybe on the tail end, which hurts me so much because I feel like we're of a similar-ish age. But to be on the tail end of it, it's a privilege for Wednesday to have that, but we kind of might not feel it at the moment. But to have seen that throughout as well, that picture of him when he was at Cardiff, the playoff final, is just absolutely brilliant. But yeah, 500. Martin says loving the Yates song. Go on, Rachel. You had some thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I felt that Jerry Yates was the man of the match, and I feel like the fans probably did as well, because he managed to get three different songs going in that game. I think confused people, because Martin there said about the Gates song. I think he probably did mean Gates, because there was two different versions of that song doing the rounds, and I believe the correct one was something along the lines of getting to Heaven's Gates and going on the bus with Jerry Yates. However, nobody told the fans that, and they were singing the original words along the lines of laid me to rest and going on the piss with Jerry Yates, and we were all really annoyed because it didn't rhyme, and like, we can do better. So we'll ditch that one, and we'll do one of the many other Jerry Yates songs that we're doing the rounds. But yeah, I thought he was my man of the match, because he's kind of been improving game on game, and he looks like he's having fun. He looks like he's loving it. He was involved in everything in the first half, kicking towards us when we were attacking. Yeah, I think he deserves it. Although, saying that, just as we're talking about songs, we need to do a song for Swansea Ingleson. I know.
Oh, yes.
Go on,
if
sorry.
you can think of a song for Swansea Ingleson, please do comment. That's your challenge for the rest of this podcast. Best song for Ingleson. Have you got a suggestion?
Ole Swansea Ingleson? I don't know. I know he's got too many syllables, but he's doing really well. And I feel like if Jerry Yates can have 3 songs, surely Ingleson can have a song. Come on.
Well, he should have thought about that before he was born. Catherine says you can tell we played well because there was actual competition for man of the match. Izzy, you had a different man of the match as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, as much as J-Lo annoys me, and he really does with his first touch, I thought he had a really, really good game. I thought at one stage he seemed to be the last man defending at the back as well, and there's something very strange about him being the person that's behind the defenders, but he was really giving it his all, and I think that deserves a mention, because I am not always as kind about his footballing.
He has had some critics this season, to be fair. He has really got slated in some games. But again, yeah, I thought he had a really good game. He got the assist. But interestingly, the actual man of the match announced at the stadium was Matt Clark. So for us to make a defender man of the match, then we must have been doing something right. I think they did have a little bit of a panic on, actually. At one, I mean, a very brief panic, obviously. But for us to push them to make a defender, it's normally whoever scores, which is everyone. So it's normally like a striker or an attacker, and we've made them look great. But for a defender to get it, I think it says something about how we've played. Matt Talbot says, I wouldn't mind signing Yates for League One. Baffled we haven't seen Nakamba play yet. I wouldn't mind signing Yates. He did mention that recently, didn't he, about signing?
Yeah,
go on,
he did. Oh no, I was going to say, I watched the video earlier, and he said, he's got 2 years left on his Luton contract, but he was saying how much he obviously loves the fans and stuff, and he'd love to play for Wednesday, but obviously depends on what Luton want to do. But I know his first game as a child was Wednesday, wasn't it? I think with his uncle or something. So yeah, I think he'd be good in League One for us as well.
Matt also says he thinks League One J-Lo will be class. Well, we're putting a lot on these.
Let's not go too far.
Whoa. Shaman says, when a giant Swede runs till he bleeds, that's our stance.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
I'm on board with it. You start it, though, Shaman. We'll follow. We'll go all in. Catherine says last time we signed a striker who was scoring on loan, we got Ugbo. That's true, and I have to say, I hold my hands up, guys, because I was the main proponent for signing Ugbo. I was all about it. He's just what we need, is what I said.
Maybe he'll come good in League One, because we've probably got him for another 4 years, based on how much money we owe for him.
You know who else we should sign? That Jordan Rhodes. He'll be good. But yeah, is there an argument for Ingleson to be captain maybe next season in League One? What do you think?
Is he under contract? I genuinely don't know. Is he still
I
with
think
us?
he's got an extension of a year, but I don't fully know.
I do think he would make a good captain, actually. Yeah.
Well, it's a bit slim pickings on that front.
But I also think with the captain, sometimes it's not having a midfielder that makes the best captain. It's having someone at the back who can see what's going on and isn't always involved in everything.
So
I think it's harder to be captain.
You've looked at our defence, Izzy. Particularly in this game, you've looked at our defence.
I've looked at our defence and thought none of those will work. But I just think a defender, from a point of view, from what you can see and dictating what the play goes on.
I mean, some teams have keepers, don't they, as their captains?
Yeah.
Our keeper is a baby.
He's a child, though. maybe not for Wednesday, but some other teams.
So Stu says Super Spam Ingleson goes out on the piss with Izzy Nicholson. So I'm better than Ugbo. Super Spam Ingleson. So there you go.
Catch it.
Catch it. Everybody practice that.
Thanks.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess captain wise, what we're hoping for is we'll have a huge takeover, and the captain is an unknown person that we've not met yet. That's a dream man, a dream footballer. Yeah. Possibly. We'll see. Okay. We will go to another advert. We'll be back in a sec. In theory.
The Wednesday week will be back soon. Oh, yeah.
So Rachel, we will come to you first on this. Rachel is the responsible one out of the group of us. And is the head honcho of the Away Day Network. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the Away Day Network, the Women's Supporters Group, et al.?
I will do. Thank you. So we created the Away Day Network just over 2 years ago now, I think it was. And it's kind of like an offshoot WhatsApp group for the Women's Supporters Group. But the idea behind it was just to kind of get a group of people together who are either regulars at away games, who kind of go occasionally, or people who've never been before and just kind of want to find out what it's going to be like, or want to have somebody to go with, or just kind of feel supported. So that's kind of why we started. We've got about 60 members at the moment in the group, and literally we cover everything from people who go week in, week out, every single game, have done for decades. And we've had a number of people in the group who've made their first game as a result of it, first away game, which has been absolutely brilliant. So we cover everything from making people aware when tickets are going on sale, advertising all the different points phases and that sort of thing. Monitoring when they're going to sell out. I'm very good at counting tickets. I can tell you when they're going to sell out. Supporting each other with travel, where to park, how to get there by train. Anything really. We publicise the reporting numbers every game, so most clubs have like a text number that you can message if something's going on, during the game, and you kind of want to get their attention. So we do everything really just to kind of support people, make them confident, make sure they're not on their own, just give them the confidence to go and enjoy it really. So that's kind of how it started, and it's just kind of grown. So we've had kind of weekends away at the longer distance games like Portsmouth and Plymouth. And weirdly, we discovered that kind of the weird thing about the Championship, and we're going to miss this, is that it's got like a turtle bay near every ground.
And a pop field.
and
Yes.
a Pop World. So we've kind of informally adopted Turtle Bay and Pop World. And if you want to sponsor us, we're here. And I don't know what League One holds for us. Does League One have Pop Worlds?
They might be to a different standard of Pop World, but I'm sure there'll be some Pop Worlds in Wigan or whatever. But I'm all about it, to be fair. Izzy, so the Women's Supporters Group Away Day Network started, and there was a few of us that went to the first ever away day. Prior to the Away Day Network, there was 5 of us that went away to Preston. Me, Izzy, Rachel were some of those people. They quickly realized that me and Izzy can't be in charge of serious things, and we can just attend things and bring vibes. And Rachel is the one that organizes stuff. And I have to say, she's brilliant. Again, at the tickets, at the trains, where to meet, how long it takes to get there, what we need to do. She's brilliant. So if that's not your forte, definitely the Away Day Network will help you out with that. But Izzy, you're a vibes gal. So what's your experience of the Away Day Network?
So I think I maybe need to explain. One of the reasons why I joined the Away Day Network was my away days before being part of the Women's Supporters Group were notoriously not necessarily particularly successful. I went on my own, and I usually found myself in some kind of chaos, which, if you've ever met me, it's a total surprise that would happen. So, for example, I ended up on the wrong train to Wigan, and ended up having to walk down a canal on my own and arriving 10 minutes into the match, not knowing where I was sitting. And so just standing in the aisle with people that I've never met before, and then we scored and it was chaos. So yeah, it was quite a dangerous experience. Or going to QPR, sitting behind the lady who Cam Dawson knocked out with a ball. Like,
you used her as a shield, didn't you?
So basically, she ended up being carted off by ambulance, and there's me sitting there going, this is really awkward.
I mean, to be fair, Izzy's also made it into various types of shrubbery in the Away Day Network as well, sometimes with Hollie. So, you know,
that's true. We were trying to get to our hotel. Was that Watford? Where was that?
Yeah.
We were trying to get to our hotel at Watford, and Izzy's going, oh, it's just down here, just down here. We've got wheelie cases because we were staying for the weekend, making a total weekend out of being in Watford, because why wouldn't you? Obviously, with those wheelie cases, it's pitch black. We're in a nature reserve in all the shrubbery, pulling his cases along, and she just kept going, yeah, it's just down here. It's in the town centre.
It was just down there, but we were in a nature reserve, which I don't think anyone knows exists other than us.
No, do you know when they say don't walk down there, there might be weirdos? I think we were the weirdos. I think we were the people to look out for. That's the problem.
Completely. Anyway, so the Away Day Network keeps me alive and allows me to go to games much more safely, thanks to Rachel being a star. But yeah, it is all about having a bit of fun, being able to laugh at yourself, because yeah, I will lead you into a nature reserve no one knows exists if you let me give directions.
Yeah. Again, I think there's loads of different layers to it, I guess, but there's lots of people dotted about the country or dotted about the Hillsborough that haven't quite met each other, that might want to go to an away game. And if you've never been and you're a gal, or I mean, it's not just men that are in the chat, to be fair, not just women that are in the chat. Some blokes are in there that are really supportive and stuff. Then definitely join. Hollie, you're not in Yorkshire. You're down south, Danfudge land.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm being in London. I've not been to an away game before, and then I think Millwall away was my first one. I think I met up with Rachel just before at London Bridge, and that was sort of the first time. And then I sort of joined the Away Day Network and stuff. And then any London games I sort of tried to go to. So, and then for some reason went to Norwich the other week as well. But yeah, I mean, even for like the Charlton game this season, I was alone until like the match. So it was great to obviously have you guys to meet up with and stuff in Wetherspoons and be fed shots of tequila rosé by Hollie.
Obviously.
Of course.
That is,
and then me have to guide you all to the train because obviously I know where I'm going because it's near where I live.
because of
Like, right, it's this platform, it's this train.
Yeah, in case you didn't know what my job was in the away day network. So you'd never been to an away day before and you thought Millwall was the one.
You know what? I only live like 20 minutes away from Millwall, so I was like, it's quite close to me. I'll just go to that one. It'll be fine. And then, yeah, so I think I've been to Millwall like 3 times now. Yeah.
So what was it that prompted you to join the away day network then? Just because you had nobody to go with to that game, or which came first, the away day network or wanting to go to Millwall?
You know what, weirdly, I think it was wanting to go to Millwall because I was like, I want to try and go to an away game. They've still got tickets. I'm really close to Millwall. So I dragged my boyfriend along. He really didn't want to go to the Den. He was like, oh no, it's, we should go there. And I was like, no, we'll go. I said, I'll go alone if not, and I'll meet up with some women from the WSG if not. So he agreed to come with me. And obviously I did both, but and then I was like, actually, there's a few more games, obviously London surrounding areas that I can get to. I was going to go to Watford, but then realised it'd take me like 2 hours to get there because where I live, just the transport's not great. But and I was supposed to go to QPR as well, but was away. But yeah, I think next season's quite a few teams in London, but we've realised, I think me and Rachel were talking the other week, the stadiums are tiny, so
yeah, Bromley's not going to happen.
I'll probably be able to get an account in the home end because I live close enough. So
yeah, good idea.
We'll see.
Well, I'm so sorry that you didn't go to any away games, and this is the point in Wednesday's history you decided to start going.
Well, no, it was last season I started, I think, so we were okay. Yeah, so at least it wasn't this season was first year.
You're the curse.
To be fair, based on the vibes on like Saturday and leading up to, I mean, the last 3 away games have been absolutely immense. And I don't know whether it's like the relief from Sheffield United, and it's not getting relegated, is it? Because we knew we were getting relegated. But like the relief of the Sheffield United and not getting pummeled. And then the atmosphere at Norwich was amazing. And then the atmosphere on Saturday was amazing. And it's like, actually it's really nice to be able to take people and see that, because I feel like if you've only gone to a home game, I know we had a good atmosphere against Southampton, but like generally the atmosphere at home has been horrendous this year. And last year, we barely won a game, did we? But like if you've only been to a home game, to be able to take somebody to an away game and experience that, I just think it's like really powerful.
It is. It's completely different to the home games in pretty much every way. I mean, I have to travel to Hillsborough anyway, but even the travel, it's like. It's not as special. I mean, it's special, but it's not as much of a day out, is it? It's just like it's your bread and butter, and then the away days. They're a different atmosphere altogether, and especially since the away day network has become a thing, then you're meeting up with different people throughout the day. Like when we went down to Charlton, and some people were on the train, and some people are in this pub, and then some people are at the ground and stuff. It just makes for a really, really good day out. I definitely would recommend it to anybody who's thought about going to an away game but doesn't have anyone to go to, or if you're worried. I know when we did this show last year, we did talk about that as a woman it is sometimes a bit scary to be in the stands. I know a couple of you guys were at Leicester at the start of the season, and that was a bit strange of an atmosphere. It was good, but then there was some people shouting random stuff, and they were being very strange. We did also have a really unusual train journey home from Derby this week, didn't we? But it kind of helps that there's
wasn't my fault.
It wasn't Izzy this time. And to be fair, I think it was light-hearted strange, but it might be a bit different if you were on your own. So the away day network helps people to just sort of, that there's someone else there, that if you wanted to stand with them, or if you wanted to go to the pub with them, that there's someone else that you can lean on. And then Rachel will find out how to get you home, or Hollie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've been doing it for home games as a women's supporters group as well. I mean, obviously, all the admins have been doing amazing work with like the first time fans initiatives and the meetups that we've had just to get people to come to home games. So we've also achieved that at home. But obviously, the away day network just allowed us to kind of, just break away from the chat and just kind of dedicate it to the away games. Which just sort of helped. I think made it easier for people to kind of feel involved.
Yeah, the women's supporters group itself has gone from strength to strength. I mean, the chat. If you're not a group chat person, you definitely need to mute the chat. But again, the WhatsApp chat, being able to chat with people throughout the game. There's a few people in there like yourself, Hollie. There's a few people that live in Scotland all over and in different countries that while the game's going on, you still have other people to chat to as well. And I think, again, I'm in quite a few Wednesday group chats that are mainly blokes. Some people might not really have that space to chat about the match while it's happening if you're not sort of at the actual matches. And it is a really good, safe place to bitch and moan about Wednesday without your other half rolling their eyes at you.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Definitely.
Also from the women's supporters group, we have had a few other days out. So we had 2.5 tables at the Barry Bannon night, but there's a few people going to the Carlos night. There's a few other events, and we've done some pre-season matches as well. So it's not just the chat and the away day network. There's a few different ways that you can get involved. Rachel, Hollie, is there anything else that you want to say about the away days or the women's supporters group?
Just come and join us if you want to get to know more, or you can join the wider WhatsApp group or join the away day network group. And
Rachel, give me what's your best away day that you've been to as part of the away day network? What's the best one? Catherine's put the Alfreton away. Ole was. I mean, that was pretty good. So there's somebody in the chat in the away day network is called Mand, and she was the first person to get the orange away kit. Bless her. And she turned up at Alfreton in this orange away shirt. Nobody had got it. An official one, not a dodgy one. An official one. And everybody just swarmed her and just started touching it to see what the fabric felt like and deciding if they were going to buy it. She had about 20 people just let me feel it. But yeah, so that was a good one.
I think I like it when we kind of do things that are a bit different. So we it's not all about the shots, despite what Hollie would have you think. We can do nice meals, we can do coffee and cake. It's mainly about the shots. But we've had trips to the aquarium in Plymouth. We've had indoor crazy golf in Cardiff. There was quite a lot of alcohol in Cardiff, wasn't there?
I don't remember Preston away after the night out. Like I literally don't remember being at the match.
No.
Not this season. Last season.
Preston away.
Literally don't remember the match.
Preston
I
away.
know I was there and
on the Friday, and then the match was the next. Oh, we were out the night before. It was the next morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, I literally don't remember that match. But the away day was fun.
Dave says he's always been welcomed by the WSG, and I think Beth had a comment about the chat being a godsend. And has kept it going throughout. A safe space together to moan and explore ideas and support each other, which is the best. Big shout out to Beth and Lauren and Emma for everything that they do in the away day network. When you come to Exeter, ladies, I'll happily take you to our Turtle Bay, says Shaman. We accept. Shots are on you. Fireball! Blackpool Pop. See, when you said that the standard of Pop World might change, I feel like Blackpool in England's Vegas, we have got to go to Pop World. Although fudge is probably bad, to be fair. It's probably fair. Stu says, do you think the WSG could teach the players how to have shots? Dave says you do a sterling job with the away day network, Rachel.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
What do you do for a weekend in Watford? Actually, it's probably best not to answer that, says Shaman. Do you know what? Everybody was saying Watford is rubbish, and I loved that weekend. I thought it was brilliant. Once we'd got out of the bushes, that was brilliant. I don't think I can remember what happened in the match, but the rest of it was fantastic.
Is that one of the Pop Worlds where you got refused entry though?
No, that was one where we had to make ID because we didn't have. Because
they let us in. They must have known who I am. They let us in. They let us in,
but we did have to create ID to prove we were over 18.
Well, actually, I've just remembered the Watford away. I played football the day after, and I blocked the ball and I vomited on the pitch after. That's how bad Watford away was. It was a cup game, and then the ref came over and he was like, "Are you okay? Were you winded?" And then all the bench were just laughing, saying, "She's still got a Pop World stamp on." So, whoops. Beth says Blackpool away could be generational. So you heard it here first. Everybody, let's all go to Blackpool. So moving on then, we've got a couple of other bits and bobs before we go to any other business. So as you know, it's coming up to Easter. So as usual, we are collecting the eggs. Just give me 1 second. I'm having some technical issues, okay? As if by magic. The Easter egg drop. Everybody that came by on the 28th for the Southampton game, thank you so much. The guys will be there again tomorrow for the Watford game. And then we will also be there for the Ipswich game on the 14th of March. If you want to drop off any eggs or anything, you could collect them at your work if you so wanted to flutter your eyelids at everybody that works with you. It's going to a great cause. Pact are collecting the eggs and they are distributing them out to families who are going from a really crappy time at the moment. So if you want to come, say hello to the guys, call them whatever you want to call them, but donate your eggs for a good cause. That would be brilliant. We also have a huge update for the run and walk that we've been doing. Me and Izzy did count our walk from the train station to Pride Park as part of this run and walk. So if you haven't seen already, a few weeks ago, not that many weeks ago, we started a run and walk challenge for a mental health charity in Sheffield, but also just because there's a lot, the weather was bad, Wednesday were bad and still are. And there's a lot of stuff going on. People have got a lot of stuff on. So we wanted to create something where you could come together without actually being together. You can run, walk, however far. And the aim was to get 1,867 kilometers together. So you could just do 1K and that would be fine. You could do 10. You could do however much you wanted. And it all goes to the cumulative total. There is also a group chat for that. Again, I'm a great advocate for the group chats here because everyone's getting to put in a playlist for the day, which have been very varied. But it's been a really, really nice way for people to get out and about and sort of when you kind of don't fancy doing it, you feel a bit better afterwards. But the huge update on that is we have absolutely smashed the total. We've got over 2,000 kilometers in as of 5 p.m. yesterday. So absolutely massive, massive well done to everybody. And I have to say, every single person that has put any effort into that, or even if you only walked for 10 minutes, it's been massive and it's been really appreciated by everybody. People sharing the pictures of themselves, the view that they've had, even when it's not gone so well. Catherine says, well, that's amazing. Somebody, I think it was Anne, spelled out that somebody's name and she spelled out hi Catherine while she was walking, which is absolutely nuts. Izzy, you've probably done that by accident when you're walking around.
I think our 2 a.m. walk after the Barry Bannon night might have just tipped us over the edge.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Walking around Sheffield going, I'm sure it's over here. And then yeah. The motivational videos from Ash have been fantastic. Obviously, if you know Ash, he's a super positive, thrilled to be doing it. But he has got a little dog, so that's always good. Because we've gone over the total, we will be changing the total to a stretch goal, which I have decided already is going to be the total distance between Hillsborough and the stadiums that we are going around this season. I will update that on social media after this to tell you how far that's going to be. And it is quite far, so we are going to have to do another big push for it. But since you smashed that in a couple of weeks, then I'm sure. And I say, since you smashed it, I'm sure you guys can do it again because I haven't done that many. Alex says, I still haven't added the kilometers done by me and my elderly doggo on her bicycle yet. Oh, yeah. Another thing, if you are in the chat, there are some little doggo pictures, which it makes it all worthwhile. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. We have smashed that. And the final thing, we've got a little bit of a special guest for you. That wasn't it.
Hello, and my apologies for interrupting this International Women's Day special. Hollie, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. The reason I popped on this evening is to tell you about something that we're going to be doing for National Non-League Day. We've been reached out to by Stocksbridge Park Steels, the people that found a home for Jamie Vardy, who then went on to win the Premier League after we deemed him not big enough. Great. Now, Stocksbridge Park Steel on the 28th of March are playing Ashton United, and we're giving away 2 tickets to see that game, to watch it, as well as we're going to be doing a bit of a TWW day out. So the 28th of March, I want to see as many people down there as possible. And like I said, we're going to have a giveaway a couple of tickets as well. If you join the QR code at the top there, details for the raffle will be there. And if you do have our socials on our link tree, the link to the raffle will be there as well. I'd like to see as many people as possible down there to see, I want it to have a big tear. I want to have a big day out. You know what I mean? Easter eggs are out the way. The running and the walking will be out the way. So we've got an opportunity to drink a few pints and have a good time. So if I can see you down there at SPS, that'd be amazing. Don't forget to get involved, and we'll see you down there. But H, I'm going to hand over back to you. Thanks a lot again.
Who invited that guy? I've never even heard of him. So yeah, we're having a big day out at Stocksbridge Park Steels. If anybody wants to come, it sounded to me like the first round were on fudge. As far as that's what I got from that video. To be fair, so. Everybody, let's all get ourselves over for non-league day, support a non-league team that is close by. So, yeah. Andrew's already on it. He's there, ready and waiting. Might see some of you gals from the Away Day Network there, possibly. Right, have we got any more comments before we wrap it up? What do the comments say? So, to the tune of... I don't even know that. Does somebody know that song? Is it a niche reference?
Well, he stumped all of us. So to the tune of Opus, that was Ingleson, but I don't know that song, unfortunately. If you know that, you're going to have to send me it as a voice note, I'm afraid. Did we have any other comments? Dave says that the chat is brilliant. The WSG chat, there's no judging whatsoever. We do judge the players, but we
I was going to say it really is as well, though. Anybody that's experienced social media and seen how kind of vile it can get, and then you just come onto the WSG chat, and it's just like a little island of serenity. I don't know. It's lovely.
Island of serenity with some marked chaos in there as well, but nice chaos. Shaman says, how do you not know that song? I wouldn't like to guess anybody's age here, but I'm going to say it might be an age thing. I don't know. Is that a possible? I don't know. I don't know it. I only know a very limited amount of songs, and they're all played at Pop World. So if that isn't played at Pop World, I'm sorry. Did Britney sing it? Did Step sing it? Is it Backstreet Boys? Andrew Osborne wants to know, Rachel, when does the mascot get drawn?
If we're talking about the prize winner for this Saturday, it has been drawn and the person has been notified. So if that isn't you, I do apologise.
So, sorry to break it to you, it wasn't you.
But it is, I was going to say, it is, obviously it was International Women's Day on Sunday and the club have designated our game on Saturday as their International Women's Day game. So there might be a couple of things going on, women related. I feel like there's going to be like a table outside this shop for the community programs. Some
where
of us
we can
might
display some women.
Yeah.
Women go to games too. Has anybody got anything else before we wrap up? Any more? Is it got else?
No, I don't think so.
Hollie, anything else?
I suppose just to go back to obviously like the fans and stuff. I know obviously we saw really that Hull away is sold out now as well, which for a team relegated is pretty good.
Sold out season ticket holders as well, so we're getting back on it.
Yeah, we'll be there. So,
Henrik had something to say other than that he's proud of the boys. He was proud of the fans. They just get better and better. They raise the bar higher and higher. What they bring to this club is something I have never seen before. Listening to the noise and the atmosphere they created, it was like a home game, and we were the home team.
It was nothing like a home game. That was the whole point. But we'll let him off.
Like a home team if we had an atmosphere at home.
Well, Jerry Yates echoed that as well. He said something along the lines of, there are very few clubs that have this about our fans. And that is something that we didn't mention when we were talking about the game, that from the minute the first Derby goal went in, the fans, as soon as it went in, the fans just, again, because you mentioned, Rachel, we've been relegated. You can't hurt us by beating us. So the goal went in and fans just went, oh, well, it's a party then, and sang a lot about having a party, very specifically about Derby. But
yeah, we won't talk about that.
I did enjoy the Derby fans pointing down as if we didn't already realise that we'd been relegated. Like, I mean, seriously. Oh, pointing downwards. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Really? Perfect. I mean, the fans and it's been such a long season. I think somebody said to me, well, we've only got a month and a half left. And a month and a half left. But actually, I feel like you say, now that we've got the big R, I think the fans are just going to enjoy it now. We're just going to have the best time for the rest of it. Whatever's left in the championship, we're going to enjoy it. And then League One away, ole.
Indeed.
We've never had an away day network in League One, so this is new ground for us.
New ground.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, can't wait for 400 to get to Bromley, because it's like 15 minutes away from me.
Party at Hollie's house before Bromley.
Yeah.
Right. And we will see you there.
Yeah.
See you later.
Every week, live from 8 p.m. It's the Wednesday week, bringing you football analysis.
They said we'll win the league next season.
Bringing you modern references.
I did a little 1920s fist pump there. Not done that in a while.
If we could do just a 1-to-1, not me because it'd last 7 days apparently, like Craig David.
I should not have said that. I should not have said that.
This show's like you're mental. No, I'm not.
Clip that.
Bringing you terrible impressions.
Wibble, wobble, wobbly, wobbly, wibble, wobble, Cyber Jordan. Going, hey, you got to play a 4-4-2. She. I don't know where these jokes are coming from.
Available on all social medias.
Obviously, this goes out on YouTube and as well as all the other social media out there, podcasts, etc.
The award-winning Wednesday week. Join us.
Put on your podcast.